Straders, welcome back. I'm Binkabi, and this will be a deck tech with a Heartless summoning combo deck. Another deck that I feel could make an impact in Modern but hasn't really done so yet. And bear in mind that this is a version that I just tossed together right now. I haven't played with the deck in ages. I'm not even certain that it works anymore, but I generally think that it should, so let's just see where it goes. So the combo is that you're gonna have Heartless summoning out, right? Heartless summoning makes your mirror retrievers free and they die instantly, which means if you have two, you can loop them. So you play one for 0 mana, it dies. Then you play another one for 0 mana, it dies, returns the first one, and then you can just loop them. So play it, return the other one, play that one, return the first one, and so forth. That gives you infinite enter the battlefields and infinite storm count. So when you have done all this, either you had an Altar of the Brood in play that mills your opponent out, or you have a Grape Shot in play or in hand that deals infinite damage. That's also good because you can kill off stupid creatures that might interfere if that's something you need to do. So that's the combo. To find our pieces, we have Muddle the Mixture, which is one part protection and one part tutor for Heartless Summoning or Mirror Retriever or Grape Shot. We also have Yarad's Orders, which is basically you can have 0 Mirror Retrievers, then you play this and you have 2. One in the graveyard and one in hand, and that doesn't really matter. As long as you have one in hand, that's fine. Then I'm also running 4 Issa Charms because, well, they're also good. They're like Muddle the Mixture. They find stuff, they disrupt their opponent if you need to, and protects the combo. I'm also rocking 8 discard spells, and the thing is that since this is a storm deck essentially, I'd much rather use my disruption and then untap and do my stuff, even though it gives the opponent a window of opportunity. But going off and keeping mana up for counterspells seems so bad to me, so I've elected not to do that. Then I'm also running 2 Radiant Flames as disruption if you want. I'm not sure if there is a better way to do this. Fire Spout could be better, I guess. I don't want to play Anger since Anger, well, for once they could exile my Mirror Retrievers, which I don't want, and it costs double red, which is hard to do. So basically the deck is blue-black, and then it has a few red spells and a few green spells. So the mana base is 1 Swamp, 1 Island, and then plenty of blue and black sources. And I've elected to only play duels that gives one of my 2 main colors, either blue or black, and then the splash colors, so Blood Crypt, Breeding Pool, Overgrown Tomb, and Scalding Tarns, or what is it? Steam Vents is my lands of choice. You could easily run like a Stomping Ground, but I don't want to keep a hand with like Stomping Ground something, and Stomping Ground just doesn't do anything for a bunch of turns. That's just bad. So that's the main deck. The sideboard is 4 Ancient Grudge because, well, Relic of Progenitus and stuff like that is annoying, so I'm jamming those. It's also good against Affinity, which is way too fast for this deck to beat usually. So 3 Abrupt Decays, which you actually get access to since I'm splashing green, and they're just really good. They take Rest in Peace, they take other stuff like that. Graphic Cage, as you will probably see later on, is not that bad, but it takes a lot of stupid stuff, and it's also good when you don't have to kill a hate card, so that's great. 3 Relics, and they have a multi-function. For one, the obvious one is that it hosts graveyards, which is good. The second one is that you can play this and protect your Mirror Retrievers from something like a Surgical Extraction. Yes, you do need to exile your own Mirror Retriever, but it's better to lose one than to lose all four, because then you can't win. 2 negates. Post board, I think it becomes better to have counter spells, because now we could actually be forced to counter something that would kill us, like Escape Shift, for example. I'm also running 1 Pact of Negation, and that's also against the really counter heavy decks. Not certain you need it, but I just threw it in there. And 2 Echoing Truth, which is good when you're facing, well, you can figure it out. I mean, permanent based stuff like Leyline of Sanctity is one example. It's not that bad since we do have Altar of the Brood as an alternative, but yeah. And as I stated many times in the videos, Trinket Mage would probably be a good card to have at least 1 or 2 of in this deck, since you can Gerard's Order for it, or you could just cast it to find Altar of the Brood, which we cannot actually find, and that would make the deck more consistent, I think. So probably shaving like one discard spell and something else for 2 Trinket Mages would probably be wise. Maybe a land, actually. I'm not certain. You have to test that out for yourself. So that's the deck. Let's take it for a spin and see what we can do.
Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe, it really helps us out. You can find us on Twitter at MagicGathStrat, Facebook /MagicGatheringStrat, or on the web, magicgatheringstrat.com. There you can find articles and free prize-supported leagues. This is all brought to you by our Patreons and cardhoarder.com. If you enjoyed this content, please consider supporting us at patreon.com/MagicGatheringStrat.